Alrighty, what's going on, everybody? I'm back again for another stream. It's kind of an impromptu stream. It's not something that I had scheduled. It was just one of those things where it's like, hey, I got nothing going on, and why not do a little bit of construction? And Double Dare has been hot recently. I don't know if you guys seen the latest episode. I have not had a chance to see it yet. Hopefully it was pretty good, but I thought I might start on the Double Dare set tonight and just kind of work on it for like an hour or so. I can show you what's going on with the tour area. I did a little bit of work on this since the last stream on Saturday. Actually, I'll go ahead and start right over here on the queue line because this is where actually it's going to start. Alright. So this is going to be a little bit different from if you saw the stream on Sunday. I made a couple of changes, moved the escalators up, and made a couple of different changes there. What's going on, Grave Digger? Alright, so here we are. This is the new entrance. And as you can remember, the escalators were up against this wall. This is now just a straight path through, and you'll see why in a second. But as you go up the escalator leading you up to the second level, you got the balcony now over here. So now there's more of a place for you to actually come over here to look out the windows on the balcony. But if we turn around, I kind of made a crude little wild thornberries thing. This is just a placeholder. This isn't even finished. But this is just kind of a placeholder of where it will go. This is my crude idea of what a flat globe may look like. So that's kind of what it is right now. So as you were going to go on the studio tour, you'd be coming on right up the stairs here. And this is where the studio tour would start. You can basically look over the edge and you can look into the soundstage. So that's what's going on over here. What's going on, Pennistation? Be working for a guy named Jeremy Argley. Nice. Okay, so over here, this is part of the studio tour area. And this is where the editing bays are going to be, the sound guys, all that kind of stuff that you would normally see on the tour. Those are all going to go right here. As well as there will be another pathway. It's going to be a staff pathway that's probably going to be somewhere right about here, where you can basically go in and you can look at all the different areas. You can actually walk in them. This isn't finished yet. I haven't built the pathway yet, but there will be a staircase that'll lead you up into this area here, which will be where the offices are. There's going to be some offices here for, you know, just kind of fun offices for people that are maybe building here. They have a show on the land, stuff like that. And then you go right into an entrance, maybe right here. It could change, but this is what takes you into the third floor area to where you can look out onto the lot. So that's kind of what we got going on right now in terms of what's changed since Sunday. Not a whole lot, but kind of removed some things around. So that's kind of what's going on here. And we finished flooring the Double Dare stage, which is over here. And the Gut stage, which will be over here. So we basically got the groundwork going to kind of start doing some of these set constructions, which is kind of why I'm starting this right now. And then over here, this is where the figure it out stage will be. And of course, nothing's been built in any of these because tonight I am going to be starting on the Double Dare set. Mr. Noon over here started to flatten out this area. This is going to be for the Legends of the Hidden Temple set. So that's what's going on over here. King of Cards, hey, my friend Jordan Salas Vlogs told me about you. Well, welcome. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the channel. I've seen his latest video. He put out a video, I believe it was yesterday. It was either today or yesterday. I'm still in awe that people can actually do Minecraft and actually can make things in Pocket Edition. Super crazy. So, alright. So here is the Double Dare soundstage. This is where it's going to go. Ignore the stone right here. This is all going to be basically walled around in black concrete. To give it that kind of set look. But I'm not going to worry about that right now. That's pretty mundane and not interesting at all to look at. So what I'm going to start right now is I'm going to go ahead and start on the main set piece, which is basically the backdrop for where Mark Summers would stand, and then of course the red side and the blue side. So that's what I'm going to start working on right now. And I'm just pulling up some references here. And I'm going to go ahead and put this on screen as well. Let's shift some things over here. Move that over, and we will go ahead and get that image going on. How's your build been going, Gravedigger? You been doing some work on that since the last update? I know you did change some colors around. Let's see here. And I had a concept image pulled up here. I'm trying not to necessarily recreate the same thing I did on the other set, but I do want to keep it kind of the same because it works really well for the camera, but did want to kind of do that again. Let's see, double dare stage. Okay. All right, this is pretty crude, but I'll throw this up here because this is kind of what we're going for. And all right, here we go. This is kind of what I'm going for. Something that's like this. This is what I'm going to be shooting for, this kind of design, because this is more the 90s look, so that's kind of what I'm going to be going for. Do I need any help? Not really at the moment. This is kind of a one-man job, at least in terms of building this particular portion. I might need some help with other kinds of things a little bit later, but this is definitely what I got going on for right now. But I appreciate the offer, and I may take you up on that at some point. But let's see here. Okay, so the last thing that I did in the other build, I'm going to clear up my toolbar here. I made it a little bit too close to the wall, so it was really hard to do the redstone work. So this one's going to be a little bit further away from the wall than normal. And I'm just going to be pulling out blocks here. I may change these colors later, but it's kind of just what I'm going to be going with for right now. We can do black concrete. That'll probably work pretty well. And let's go ahead. Can spend a long time just building walls and floors. Yeah, that is where a lot of time is wasted in Minecraft. Absolutely, especially for doing these kinds of builds. Probably when I do the next stream, which will be either on Saturday or Sunday. I haven't quite decided yet. I think it's going to be on Saturday again. It seemed to work out pretty well. We'll likely utilize that help if you're willing to help out with that. All right. So yeah, the last time I did the build, it was about this close to the wall, and that was a little bit more. Need a little bit more space for that. So. All right, let's see here. Let's try to find the center. This is going to be pretty crude, but this looks about to be the center. So let's go ahead and start it here. And let's see, we're going to do... Let's do that. This is going to be kind of where the scoreboard will be in center. Actually, I'm going to go ahead and just kind of make a rough build of where that's going to be so I have a little bit of an idea going forward. And then let's see, 1 2 3 4 5, let's try 6, see how well 6 looks. 1 2 3 4 5 6. Okay, and then this is kind of where we do the alternating cubes to give it the kind of a little bit of a double dairy effect, as it were. Of course, they have blue there in the middle. I don't remember that being like that in the actual show, though. I think this is just like an artist rendition. Somebody just kind of pulled this out of thin air. So that's kind of what I'm going for. Let's see here. Oop, that's wrong. Let's go along here. Yeah, it takes forever to redo paint jobs, doesn't it? That is always the fun part. Okay, so a lot of when I do this, sometimes I have to tear it down and rebuild it multiple times. What it really matters is what it looks like on camera, because I want to make sure that when I do film these episodes, that it actually looks right. So it's kind of what I got going on here. Welcome back, Mr. Lincoln. And that should be good. Let's go ahead and build across now. And we're just going to do alternating patterns. Okay. That's going to be further than we need, so we needed 6. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And we can go ahead and start the pattern up. And let's go ahead and start with the yellow here. Got to get used to switching these around again. Ah. Okay, let's just do this. That'll be easier. Okay, that lined up pretty good. Alright. Alright, so now the way this typically works is you're going to have chaser lights, so that's going to be the next thing that I'm going to have going around. Oop, I totally forgot I was going to make that too high. Whoops. Whoops. Alright, finish this off, then we can get the chaser part. Okay, now we'll go across and down. Alright, so that didn't look too bad there. Me and Jordan will be on Xbox building a theme park tonight. Any recommendations? What kind of theme park? Are you just going to build like an entire theme park from scratch, or are you trying to focus on something in particular? Okay. Then I'm going to need something to hang the scoreboard or the clock with. Let's try... Where's my fences? Where are you at? There you are. Let's do... Let's try... Nah. Yeah, let's try spruce, see how spruce looks. And we need to go down one more. Oop. Alright, now we can go down. Okay. Alright, so that's kind of the basics of the point right here. Ah, nice from scratch. That's the way to do it. I appreciate it. Nicest streamer. I mean, you know, I like to think that I'm a pretty chill guy. Easygoing. Easy to talk to. I like guys like that. I hate those people that are like, oh, we gotta do things this way, blah, 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 blah. Nah, I'm a pretty chill guy. Guys, if I do an episode for a Nick show in my Nick Studios and Minecraft PS4, what show should I do? Double Dare, Guts, or some other show? You know, I'm biased. I think that Guts is my favorite show on Nickelodeon ever. So, like, I always like to see Guts in any rendition. But, you know, I'm always up for seeing all sorts of different kinds of things. And, you know, contrary to popular belief, I'm not the first person that actually did a Minecraft Guts thing. That's not something unique that I did. I got really inspired from Alto and Mario's channel. I don't know if you guys have ever seen theirs. But I was really inspired by them and their creativity when it comes to that. And they've done all sorts of different kinds of game shows. They've done like Wheel of Fortune. They did Press Your Luck. They even did a Double Dare thing as well. So that's kind of the inspiration for me starting to do this. Although my inspiration was more of trying to recreate Nick Studios and build it inside. But they're all about all the different game shows. Maybe you could build the Nick Hotel with the giant green slime bucket. Are you talking to Gravedigger or me, King of Cards? And Lincoln says, can you build the Loud House? I'm not sure if I'm familiar with the Loud House. Maybe you can give me a reference or a link or something like that, and I could take a look at it. What is my favorite version of Double Dare? Has to be the 90s version. Probably Super Sloppy Double Dare or Family Double Dare. Probably, actually... It'd have to be between Family Double Dare and Super Sloppy. I'd probably say Super Sloppy is probably my favorite. I liked all the different physical challenges and stuff they did with that one. It's pretty cool. Oh, it's a Nicktoon. Okay. I haven't actually seen it. I have not actually seen that show. I have to take a look at it. Okay. Seems like about 2 blocks might make sense here. Okay, and then also I need to put in the chaser lights. And doing the redstone work is not my specialty. That was a buddy of mine, Northern Zoot, who did that work. And I think he's probably going to come back and do it again. But, you know, I don't want to make him do anything he doesn't want to do. But basically I'm putting in these redstone lamps because that's how the effect worked. What's going on, Wolf Dog? I see you also joined the realm too. I seen you in here. Let's see here. Ooh, something's not right. That's not going to match up. That is not going to match up. Oh, I think I need to start it here. Let's try this. This will probably work. There we go. That works a little better. And then we will go right here, 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 and here. Is that right? Oh, I need to go down one more. Haha! Always the fun part about Minecraft is building and rebuilding again. Just when you think you finally got it right. You always got to redo it. That is Minecraft for you, though. Alright, so go down and boom. Okay. So this is kind of the front section here, and this is, of course, we're going to be behind where Mark Summer stands, of course. I need to do the backdrop behind that glass there. Let's see. Mr. Monkey, have you ever thought of building Marvel or Disney? You know, I am quite a fan of Disney World and a lot of the different stuff that they have there. My big thing with doing this stuff in Minecraft is I want to actually try to make it something that you can actually interact and actually play with. So I'd have to do a little bit of thought and think about how I might do a like a Disney World and stuff like that. That could be interesting for sure. I just have to do a little bit of research to think about how I might actually pull that off, or what I would actually try to do. CR, have you given the new Double Dare a chance? I have seen it. It's not the worst thing in the world to me. I do definitely prefer the older ones. You know, definitely without Mark Summers, I don't know if that show is as popular as it could be. You know, there's definitely some nostalgic aspects. I'm not necessarily too keen on the host just yet, but you know, not always do I like something from the start. Sometimes it takes a little bit of time to grow on me, and that might just be the situation with this particular version. But it's not bad. I do actually love the obstacle course, and I do actually like the challenges that they've been doing too. So definitely think I need a little bit more time to get my my full thoughts and opinions at it. Maybe I'll make a video on it too, talk a little bit about it, my likes and dislikes. It's me, Jordan. This is my friend Gary's account. Did you see my video? Yes, I did, and I actually commented on it maybe an hour or so ago. Something like that. But yeah, I'm still ever impressed that people can actually build you know, these complex things in Pocket Edition. I picked up Pocket Edition a couple years ago when it first came out, and I was just like, oh my gosh, I can't really use the touch controls at all. But yeah, it's pretty crazy. It's pretty crazy. Alright. So here we got a little bit of a backdrop now with the red and the blue sides. It's pretty good. Gravedigger, when I come back from vacation, what else should I add to my Nick Studios? You know, it's a good question. There's so many different things that, you know, people can add to their builds. What I would like to do at some point is have a, in the museum, have like a little, like, a factoid section where, like, there's different, like, maybe different things that are, like, history about Nickelodeon Studios and stuff like that. Maybe like, hey, like the first episode was taped, you know, on this date, or, you know, these are the shows that were there, things like that. That could be something interesting that you could do. There's a lot of different things. You know, pixel arts is something that I did. I tried doing that. That was pretty fun. So that could be maybe something that you could try. But yeah, I mean, there's lots of different things that you could really do. That's where it's fun to get creative, because it's like, that's like my favorite thing about Minecraft, is just being creative and trying different things and seeing what works. So yeah. Yep, you did. You definitely gave me a shout out there. I appreciate the shout out. Yeah, I think the banner letters is really starting to grow on me. Originally, I was not a huge fan, but now the more that I look at it, it just feels more natural, feels more right. So definitely a fan of the banners going forward now. What's my favorite modern Nick game show? I guess you'd have to define modern, like in the 2000s. I'd have to say that the My Family's Got Guts was pretty interesting. I don't know if it was, necessarily my favorite, but I mean, definitely wasn't, the worst thing that they've ever put out. I wasn't really a fan of how they redid the aggro crag, to be quite honest, but I mean, it's not the worst thing. Let's see. I'm gonna do. All right, let's go right like that. Actually, I probably need to have the light on the top. So let's do it's like this. And we'll do that. Thinking of building a 1-to-1 scale of the 90s Universal Studios on Pocket Edition. What do you think? I think that is an insanely huge undertaking. And I do not have the energy nor the patience to do something like that. I thought about doing something like that when I first decided to redo this build. That's why I put it in the more natural setting instead of just a flat world. But man, I just that is such a huge thing to take on. It's pretty crazy. All right, it's not too bad looking. Got a room over here for sure. Probably should find out really how much. Ooh, we got a lot of space over here. Not a lot over here. It should be all right though. Just give me more space to work around in this area, I think. Let's try it and see how it turns out. Actually, I'm gonna start on this side first. All right. So we're gonna do a yellow here. And this is the red side, so I'm going to put some red wool over here. 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3. 4. I'm trying to base this kind of off my last design, so that way I have a better idea. Nick Game Shows 2006 to current. What is my favorite? Good question. Good question. Actually, yep, that's right. I have to think about this one a little bit. I'm trying to think of all the different game shows that were out in that era. So I know Figure It Out. I think Figure It Out ran until the very end of Nick Studios, pretty much. It was Double Dare 2000 was one of the last ones. I know My Family's Got Guts was the very last one that they filmed in the studios. Yeah, I got to think about that one. Definitely have to think about it. What TV show should I put in my Nick Studios? Really, it kind of just... It's all just up to you. Like, what kind of shows that you like. What kind of things are you wanting to really build? Are you going to want to try to actually do episodes like what Mr. Noon is going to do? He's going to do Keenan and Kel episodes. He's actually been writing scripts and doing different things surrounding that. So that's kind of what he's doing. Or if you're just kind of looking to do like just sets, I would probably think about some more iconic shows and think about sets from that. So maybe... I mean, I guess it varies. For me, I would probably say... Well, I guess it depends on if you're talking like live action or like Nicktoons stuff. I would probably say that live action for me, the more common ones that I remember would be like Secret World of Alex Mack. That would probably be one that I remember. Clarissa Explains It All would probably be pretty simple to do, or at least Clarissa's bedroom, and then like maybe like the downstairs living room. That'd be something that'd be pretty simple to do. Favorite Nicktoon? That's a hard one for me. I really am a huge fan of Rocko's Modern Life. I loved Ah Real Monsters. Rocket Power was a big one that I was into. Yeah, there's so many good ones. Even Rugrats was a good one. Ooh, that's not good. That's... Where am I backed up? Why is that different? Ooh, All That. All That would actually be kind of interesting because you could actually do, different kind of skits, and you could have multiple different people do it. You could have recurring skits. All That would actually be really interesting to do. I didn't actually think about doing something like that. It would, of course, it would require a lot of building a lot of different sets. But that's definitely something that's doable for sure. Alright. I think I'm just about there with this one. What's going on, Joe? You have caught me in the middle of an impromptu stream where I am working on the Nick Studios 2.0 build. So that's what's going on right now. I think I'm going to extend this out one more. And the reason being is because I want these lights to match up. Alright, so let's go. I'm going to do one more. One more out. Yep. Of course. Minecraft, why you hate me so much? Okay. Alright, so we got that. And we're going to go one here. And we've got... There we go. Okay, so now we got to go over one. And, oh, nope, got to do the way down. And all the way up. Okay, so now we can do the lights. And now they match up. So perfect. I like that. That works. And I got plenty of space over here to creep behind. Lots of space for redstone work. All sorts of different stuff. So I'm happy with that. That looks pretty good. So now what I need to do is essentially recreate the red side on the blue side. And just to give you a little bit of a heads up with my idea with this, obviously there's not going to be enough room in here to do every single physical challenge or toss-up or anything like that. So what this main area is going to be, this is going to be the main area where the questions and answers are done. It's also going to be where the obstacle course is. So basically I'm going to have the set here. I'm going to put in audience stands around here, and then back over here against this wall. And then I'll have all the different obstacles around in between. So when eventually you watch these shows that I produce out of this soundstage, you're going to be seeing cuts between in this soundstage and a different one. So that's what I've got planned for this here. What is my favorite Peanuts movie? Ooh, that's a good one. Probably the Christmas episode, the Christmas tree. I actually have a replica of the Christmas tree. And it's, it's all fake looking and has like the single ornament. It's pretty great. Me and my friend Gary are going to build around my Nick Studios a giant theme park. I will make videos on it, and the theme park is all about the theme parks, according to Gary. Very nice, very nice. Yeah, I'd love to see the videos when you post them up. Since I have a subscription, I do get the notifications whenever you post, so yeah, I'll be looking forward to taking a look at those. Alright, so now we're going to do this side. And we're going to go across. We're going to do... Alright, I'm just going to build it like this because I'm going to go crazy if I don't. Blue sides. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Did I go 6 or 7? I forget. Let's find out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so there was 7. 7 was the straight piece. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. So now we get to finish this part here. And I'll just go ahead and just do wool up. Why not? But yeah, if you guys have any questions about the build, the choices that I'm making with like the blocks, or just any, anything at all, be sure to ask. I'm, open book. I'm always happy to answer any questions. There's no secrets here. Always happy to help folks however I can. Let's see. Let's do alternating. And we got this. Oh, did I do that wrong? Okay, wait, yep, I did. Okay, so this is going to be red. yellow, red, yellow, red, yellow, and red. Alright, so that should look right. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then the last one's the straight piece. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 3, 5. Nope, I did it wrong. I do have to have the one more. And then this is going to be the straight piece that goes out. Let's see. Rick and Morty or Family Guy? I probably would say Family Guy. I think I'm more of a Family Guy fan than a Rick and Morty. Rick and Morty is pretty fantastic, but you know what? Let me say this. I am a Family Guy fan up until season maybe 5 or 6. After that, then I would have to say I'm a Rick and Morty fan, because I really think that the Family Guy lost its way after the first couple of seasons. You know, basically once they got rebought by Fox and they started making new episodes, I think that's kind of when they started to go downhill. I loved the original narrative to where Stewie was always trying to kill Lois. And after they kind of stopped that, I kind of stopped watching, I guess you could say. Can you help me out of Studio 44? What's going on in Studio 44 right now? And what else am I adding to my Nick Studios? Can you try private messaging me on YouTube, my channel, Jordan Salas Vlog, so I can show you my build? Yeah, I can definitely shoot you a message. I would probably do it after the stream is over. But I can definitely shoot you a message over there. Let's see. What am I building in Nick Studios? So I'll give you the quick tour because there's actually more people watching now that were at the start. So I'll give a quick kind of overview of what's going on. The door is closed and I can't open it. Let me see here. Oh, hang on. I need to check to see if you're perms. Yeah. You might need to log out and re-log back in. What's going on, Toru? Okay, so the basic overview of what's been done since Sunday. If you haven't seen the last stream or the last recap video, I've reworked the queue line. Well, not necessarily the queue line, but basically what happens when you go into the actual studios. So once you actually go into the studios, the escalators used to be over here to the left. Based on the way that the studios was designed, I had to move them. And so I moved them over here to the right just a little bit. And so here there's basically just a clean walkway that leads you to the other side. Now what happens is when you walk up the escalator, of course I got little railings here, and still not 100% happy with this escalator, still working on it, but that's kind of what's going on. Over here you can see that there's a placeholder for the wild thornberries thing. This was a big giant banner that was hanging up on the wall. This is just a very crude, just throwing it up there as a placeholder. But that's kind of what a little world would look like, I guess, if it was flattened in Minecraft. So that's what we got going on here. I might actually think about doing an actual map system of the actual build. That actually might look pretty cool if I could do that on the wall. Actually, that's a pretty good idea. I'm probably going to do that. Over here is the balcony area. So it's a little bit wider now. You can actually walk across it. You can see out. You can see all the different stuff that's going on. Did you see my photos on Twitter? I update my Roblox Universal Studio beta. When did you post the photos on Twitter? I might have seen them, but if it was like within the last day or two, I probably have not. Here's the escalator that goes down after the tour ends, and it leads you over to the game lab. The lighting system, I'm not necessarily 100% happy with this yet. I might be changing the lights, the way it works, and it's pretty dark in here. I want to try to brighten it up a little bit more. Once I actually put in the big screen TV and all the other different stuff with the lights, it probably will brighten it up. But that's just kind of what it is right now. Over here, this is an unfinished area. I'm not 100% sure what to put here yet. I need to do a little bit more research to see if I can find out what actually else was put here, other than just the game labs. For all I remember, they had the audition stand, they had the studio exit over here with some touchscreen computers for like feedback. I remember that, but I need to do a little bit more research to see what else I want to put here. Joe Former, how long have you worked in this? With this particular build, I would have to say a total of probably, including flattening the world in most areas, I'd probably say I'm 30 or 40 hours deep into this one right now. My last one, well over 100 hours. By the time it's fully done, well, I mean, it'll probably never be done, but it's going to be hundreds of hours. But yeah. So up here is going to be where the studio tour goes around. There's windows to look into the different sound stages. In the middle here, I flattened this part out so that I can put in the different director's booths, the audio booths, Foley booths, all that different kind of stuff here, as well as costuming. So all that stuff can be up here as a part of the tour. Eventually there will be a walkway as well for people to go into them. And up here to the third level, which is where the offices will be. And offices, I mean, you don't really need them in Minecraft, but I mean, I figure anybody that's actually building stuff in here would, I mean, kind of cool to have an office. And there'll be a doorway that leads into here to the third floor balcony, to which you can look out onto the actual realm. So that's kind of what's going on with here in the build. Noah, the Pokemaster, Dragon Ball or Naruto? Probably have to say Dragon Ball, although Pokemon I'm probably more into than Dragon Ball or Naruto. Yesterday, Toru, I have not seen those photos. I will definitely take a look at that. And TST, from what I remembered from watching random Nick Studios videos, the empty room was some audition room with those touchscreens things you mentioned. Yep. That's what I do remember, although I also remember that the auditions thing took place before Game Lab. So I think Game Lab replaced the auditions, but I might just do both. And that actually wouldn't be the worst thing, because technically, if we're going to be doing productions out of the studio, we might want to actually audition people and see how it looks on camera. So that would actually be a good practical use for that space. So that probably would be what I might do with that spot there. But all right, looks like we've got this part done. So what I want to do now is I'm going to do just like some stands, just some basic podiums for players. We'll just go ahead and throw some blue wool here and just make a crude little desk. Let's do that. And then we can do, let's see, put a little scoreboard up here behind the contestants. This is going to be, I hate building angular things in Minecraft. It doesn't look right at all. Okay. Yeah, we'll make that 4 wide. You got to build like extra things in order to actually get the actual desired effect that you need. Actually, I probably should make that higher up. That's way too big. Yeah, we're definitely King of Cards. What we're planning to do, or at least for the Keenan and Kel show that Mr. Noon's going to be doing, we're actually going to do auditions for people to actually play the roles on the show, because we're actually planning to film episodes, and they'll be on YouTube and stuff like that. So that's kind of what's going on there. Have you seen Snoopy Come Home? Please answer my question. Snoopy Come Home. Snoopy Come Home. I don't know if I have seen that or not. The last Snoopy thing I remember seeing or playing was the Snoopy's Flying Aces game on Xbox 360. And if you haven't seen that, that's pretty awesome. I loved that game. Alright, that's pretty good. It's kind of off-centered a little bit. Maybe put it right here. I'm going to have to do some tooling around with this one. Try to make that look a little bit better. Doing pretty good, Wolf Dog. How are you doing? Do you think you could build a ride, Jimmy Neutron, Nicktoons Blast, in stage 42 in your Minecraft? It's definitely possible. It's definitely possible. The question would be, where would the studio take place? So right here, this is Gatekeeper's building a Who Wants to Be a Millionaire set right here, because he's going to do some productions over here as well. Historically, 42 is along the Nickelodeon Way, which is over here, which clearly there's not space for it at this point because there's all this other stuff now. I do like the idea of doing a roller coaster ride, though, and it might be a thing to where it could be Jimmy Neutron themed, but I would just actually have to find a suitable place for it, so that way, you know, the production can actually take place on it. Yeah, this is going to be a little bit off center. I gotta figure out how I'm going to do that, but I'll just leave that for right now. Let's see, this is 3 blocks away from the edge, roughly. Noah, I have not seen any of your SpongeBob YouTube poops. I have not seen any of those. Maybe you can give a little bit of a description of what actually is going on in those. Let's see here. You know what else is kind of interesting is I'm not actually on the ground at all, but when I walk around, like, it's still like giving me that sound effect sometimes, which is really, really annoying. All right. So aside from doing this other scoreboard here, what's going on, Slushy Wolf? How's it going? Thanks for stopping by, saying hello. Seeing what's going on in my crazy Minecraft world here. Let's go up one more. Probably another one. Actually, how did I go with that? One space. Yep, so we're going right here. And wait, that's not right. Is that right? That's got to be behind. There we go. All right. So that's pretty crude, but it's something. It's something interesting. I love the Minecraft guts. Well, thank you. It was a labor of love. I loved doing that. Loved putting it all together, and I can't wait to get it set up again. Tori, could I add you on my Xbox? Absolutely. You can certainly add me. You know, same thing I got going on with YouTube. It's just Monkey Dude 22. And yeah, you can definitely add me on there. Let's see now. All right, so now I got to do something for a podium. The question is going to be, what will I do for a podium? Wafts, who did you get the video idea from? Can you clarify what video you are referring to? Let's try. We'll put it right here. Let's see how that looks. Kind of works. Maybe try a little closer. Again, a lot of the things that I build it according to what I see on camera, because a lot of these things that I'm going to be filming, and so I just want to make sure it looks right proportionately on camera. So that's what I've got going on here. Where did you get the video idea from? I mean, live stream. So where did I get the idea to live stream from? Actually, let's try. Nah, it doesn't look right. The idea for live streaming, I mean, just came from the fact that the original 1.0 build of Nick Studios that I did, a lot of people have asked me how I made it, and you know, they've wanted to see me do it. So when I decided that I wanted to do Nick Studios 2.0, I decided that I was going to live stream everything, so that way everybody would have the chance to you know, see it and ask questions as I build it. Because, you know, people are doing their own different Minecraft builds, you know, especially Nick Studios kind of stuff. And, you know, it's always a fun thing for people to watch and kind of do. What are your least favorite Nicktoon episode? Mine is Pal for Gary from SpongeBob. Least favorite Nicktoon episode? I have to think about that one. To think about that for sure. Did I answer your question, Wafts? I'm not sure if I answered your question. I was still talking when you were typing, I think. Let's see. Kind of like that there, but... See, I really wish I could have, like, small... Ooh. Ooh-hoo. Okay, I know what I'm doing now. Alright, I need to make some banners. Alright, so if you remember... I started building these banners, and I want to do double Ds, because if I do two Ds, I can put DD on there, and it will actually look like double there, so that'll make sense. Alright, I'm just going to go ahead and build it right here. Why not? Alright, so I need a crafting table. Where is my crafting table? Crafting table, crafting table. I really hate how they have everything laid out in Minecraft now in the creative. So annoying to go and find everything. Alright, so... Alright, what color? Probably black and white, you think? Black and white would probably be best. I could do... Is there yellow banners? They have yellow banners. Let's see. Yeah, so I could do a yellow banner. Let's see what a yellow banner looks like against this color, though. Yeah, that kind of works. Let's try... Let's see what white would look like, too. This is where I'm going to ask for input from the chat. Blue and green. Blue and green could be a thing. Let's see what blue and green one might look like, or let's see what the blue would look like. Are you saying blue blue banner with green text, or green text with blue banner? I'm just going to spread this out just for the purposes of looking at these different colors. Let's see. Shouted out a person in the beginning... Because I know him. Was it because I know him? In the beginning of the stream today, Lincoln was the first one in there, in the chat. So I was chatting with him a little bit. Green banner with blue text. Okay. Green banner, blue text. Let's see. Let's try... Alright, let's try it and see how this looks. So I need blue ink, blue ink. Where are you at? My blue ink. Of course, they move everything around. Okay, cyan, light blue, or lapis lazuli. Probably... Let's try both and see what it looks like. What's going on, Jake? How's it going tonight? Let's see here. I'm moving my my screens around here, so... Alright, we're going to put that there. Yep, I just saw it pop up on my screen there. I'll be sure to accept that here as soon as I get a free moment. Alright. Okay. Let's try. Let's see how this goes. And of course I need to get more. You get more inks. And let's see. What kind of stuff do you do, Jake? What kind of stuff do you do on your channel? And let me be clear, too, because a lot of people have a stigma with this. A lot of people, a lot of big YouTubers, they're like, don't shout out your channel in somebody else's chat. I don't care. You can shout out your stuff all you want. If you have an awesome channel and you want to, you want to pimp it out, you want to tell people what you do, by all means, go ahead. I don't have any problem with that whatsoever. A lot of smaller YouTubers, it's really, really hard for people to, to get noticed and for people to really, find their place on YouTube and find an audience. And one of the biggest things that I can suggest is, working with other YouTubers to, really help find that audience. And so, yeah, I'm all about... Why is this not working? Oh my god, that was so weird. I guess you can actually go to a different menu while you're in the crafting table, which is interesting. I didn't know that. But yeah, no, I definitely think that, collaborating with other YouTubers is definitely a good way to increase exposure. And yeah, so I'm all for it. Plug away. Let's see. All right, I need to do the text first. So let's try light and see how light blue works first. And actually, is that right? I think that's right. I'm not sure if light blue is going to be the one to work with this now that I'm looking at this right now. I think I'm going to try the darker blue. Throw that out and we'll do another one. Oh man, I hate the way they move this stuff around. They made it very, very touchscreen friendly. And it's super awkward using it with like an actual controller. Where is my... did I shout out a person named Jordan Salas Vlogs? Yes, yeah, earlier. I did give him a shout out. And he jumped in the chat earlier too. Where is my green banners? Okay, let's try this again. Let's do... Okay, we got that. Now we're going to do the inner, which I need... Let's see. This is a green banner. I need... Okay, let's do this. Okay, this could be interesting. I think I need to get the green ink though. Yep, I need the green ink. Let's see here. Cactus green. I need a lot more than just that. Alright, so we're going to put this back on. And actually I should have made 2 of them just in case it did actually work out well. But, oh well. You live and learn. Okay. Alright. That did not come out right. I don't know. I don't know. It did not come out the way that I wanted it to. Yeah, keyboard and mouse is definitely a lot easier for sure. I'm using a controller right now because I'm on Xbox One is where I'm playing right now. It's not Jordan Salas Clogs, it's Jordan Salas Vlogs. Get it right. Yeah, I know a couple different people that do vlogs, vlogging and stuff like that. One of my good friends, Ashley Zoe Fox, who's not in here right now, is also a furry. She does vlogs, and she was at Anthrocon and put out a bunch of Anthrocon videos, and just put out her day 2 vlog from Anthrocon. So if you're into the furry stuff, check them out. It's good stuff. You might even see yourself in the video if you were at AC. I'm trying to black and white and seeing how this one works. Let's try. Do second one. And I might just leave this as a placeholder for right now. Kind of come back to it after taking a break looking at the set build. A lot of times when I build things, I like to put in a lot of different things and then just kind of let them sit and marinate for a while. And come back and look at it later to see, you know, what I really think about it. That's a lot of times when I make changes to stuff. Alright. I think definitely the best way to go would be a red color. Red goes with the theming. It goes with the podium. So probably, I'm probably going to do yellow with red, but this is kind of boring to sit here and work on this the whole time, so I'll work on something else. Just did some work on my Nick Studios. I invited you, but I forgot you were live streaming. New video will be posted today or tomorrow. Nice. I will look forward to taking a look at that new video. If you put it out and then tweet it to me at MonkeyDude22, I can always retweet it and stuff like that too. So I do that quite often. I usually retweet stuff that's sent to me if I feel if it's of relevant interest to the people that are actually following me. All right, let's do that. Forgot I didn't finish that off. Yeah, blue and red, that could probably work. Maybe with the yellow backdrop so it blends in with the podium. Yeah, blue on the left side, red on the right side. I think you're probably onto something there, TSD, and I probably will end up doing something like that. But let's see here. That's pretty good. That's pretty good start anyway. Okay, so now we got to do the staging, or at least more of the stage, as it were. So let's see here. I'm probably going to go. Let's try. I mean, this is just crude, so it doesn't really matter. Usually, I just build something, then I come back, and then I reskin it or retheme it later. I think I used quartz on my last build, though, so I'm going to try using that again. Let's go ahead and let's put it right here. And basically, I'm putting out the line that is going to act as the divider from the stage. And then we're gonna do the Double Dare logo. So we're gonna need some red. I will make sure to send you that private message, Jordan. Let's see here. I'm gonna do concrete for this because this is gonna pop a little bit more. And I'm gonna need some blue concrete. Let's put it right here. Okay, so now we're gonna do 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. I try to make things symmetrical as much as I can. Let's see, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And this is how this is going to go. We're going to need to put back some of this lapis lazuli. Don't know why I'm putting lapis here, because it's just going to get filled in with a different color. But now I can do the Double Dare logo. Right, so fill this in with yellow. That's not right. That looked kind of weird. I don't know how I missed that, but whatevs. Easy fix. Alright, so now we're going to do the double D's. So we're going to do 1, 2, 3. And this is not going to be big enough. I did not make this big enough. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. This needs to be 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh yeah, not big enough. 10. This is, yeah. Lot bigger. A lot bigger. Okay. This should work a little bit better, I think. Alright, so we got that. Then we're going to go down 1, 2, 3. And let's go ahead and start the D right here. Yep, need to go one more. 2 more, actually. Alright, so that's kind of what we got going on here. Just going to go... And... yeah, this has to go up higher. And there we go. That is now completely off center. So now I get to redo the entire thing. Yay, Minecraft. Okay. I want the split to be... I guess it's not the worst thing in the world, but it's still way off center. It's more off center than it should be. Alright, let's do... This is going to go... We'll start it right here. 2, 3... And... making a thing called What a Nicktoon. What is that about? What's that going to entail? Yeah, it's going to look a little bit better. Already, I can tell. Let's see how that looks. Oh yeah, that's much more centered. Kind of like What a Cartoon, but Nickelodeon. That'd be cool. That would be pretty cool. Alright, so now we can move this up. I only want one gap here. And... alright. I'm happy with this now. much happier than I was. This needs to be... Let's do that. Trying to think now, do I like this side or this side? Did I see your last comment? The one about the private message? I'm pretty sure that I had acknowledged it, but maybe I didn't. I'm pretty sure I did. Excuse me. Something in my throat there all of a sudden. That needs to be a bit higher around. Thoughts? What do you guys think about it? The one about you going to my game and seeing my Nick Studios. I don't think I saw that one. Let me scroll back and see this here. It might have popped up while I was looking at a different screen, pulling up references. But scrolling back a little bit, Jordan, I'm not actually seeing seeing a comment here on my end. Did you post it here in the chat? Did it have a link or anything like that attached? Because it might have gotten thrown out by the anti-spam system. But it'd definitely be cool to come by and take a look. I mean, I know you're in Pocket Edition, so I mean it's easy enough to do. All you need to do is send me an invite to my Xbox Live gamer tag, and I can easily pop over. Okay, so we got the main portion done here. I might do a few little bit more tweaks to that logo, but the next thing that needs to happen is they have these little side dividers here, which you can kind of see in this image here that I'm just scrolling up a little bit. And these were the kind of little, I guess you could call them little side wings, to where basically you could wheel in different obstacles there. So that's kind of how that worked. But Jake, Paul, and Swift, thanks for the subs. I know Jake was in here in the chat. I'm not sure if Swift is in the chat here, but I appreciate the subs if you're still in the chat. I appreciate that. Yeah, I probably missed it when I was looking around in the references and stuff like that. No, it didn't. I was just saying that after the stream, maybe you can come and look at my Nick Studios if you want. Yeah, sure. Definitely, if you want to shoot me a message as soon as this is over. Send me a invite or whatever on Xbox Live, and I can pop over. Let's see here. Need to pull up another piece of my references here. Okay. So now what I'm going to do, this is going to be pretty close, but then again, nothing really happens off these side entrances anyway. All right, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put out a couple of different wings here, and then I'm going to stretch it out to have these little doors in place. So that's the next thing that I'm doing. And we're going to use lapis, 2, 3, 4. And this is just to kind of complete the set, so that way it looks a little bit more uniform. And this is also kind of how it was set up in real life. So that's kind of what I'm going for here. And once I'm done with this, I'm going to probably start working on the audience section. There's going to be plenty of room for redstone work. Yeah, it's going to have plenty of room for all this stuff here. So we good. What time does the stream end? I was looking to end it around 9. So about 50 minutes or so. That's when I was looking to kill it. I was only going to plan to go for about 2 hours. So that's kind of what I had in mind for this one. What's the length and the width of the soundstage? Let me grab my... I actually wrote this down on my phone. It's 19 blocks high. I wrote all this stuff down on my phone just in case. And let's see here. Pull it up here. Good old Samsung notes. Yeah, my mic came unplugged there when I was pulling up my phone. You should be able to hear me now. The sound stages are 61 blocks across, 91 blocks deep, and 19 high. That's the typical soundstage. Length, width, and height. So length, I'm going to put this in the chat. All right. 61 blocks. Okay. Can you still hear me in the chat there? Should be able to hear me now. I see the levels going back up. My headset came unplugged when I was grabbing my phone. I yanked the cord out, so I just want to make sure that everyone can hear me again. The middle section is a little bit different. So the sound stages is what I posted there. The middle section is the same depth, 91 blocks, but the middle section is 53 blocks across. And I'm going to put that in the chat as well. And it probably, once I'm done doing this kind of build, I'm going to do a more of a tutorial-ish video where I literally do just the outside facade with not any of the inside build. So basically, I'll be doing a tutorial to show like how to make the outside portion. So like, just like this basic soundstage, like how to make a basic soundstage for Nickelodeon Studios, like I made. So that's what I'll probably be doing in the future, and I'll probably be doing the same thing with this one here. A lot of it's open to interpretation with the the actual builder. It's what you like, what you don't like. So you may not like how I have the stairs or how I have these pillars right here. It's all up to the person who's creating it. You may not even like the bathrooms that I made, but that's what I got kind of going on here for the bathrooms. So everybody has their own differences of opinions and all that good stuff. So see, Mr. 3-pointer star is here, taking a tour around. And Toru has just joined the realm as well. So yeah, that's kind of my my thought process behind it, as a lot of it is up to the creator's interpretation. What I did is I literally just looked at the different pictures people have taken, and I've decided to just kind of build it by eye and see what makes the most sense in Minecraft terms once I built it. So that's just kind of what I started to do, and that's kind of what I did. So on your mark, get set, go! Did you guys see the video that Mr. Noon put out? Mr. Noon 338 put out a video of the pilot episode that we shot out in studio or soundstage 44. That may be of interest to some folks. So if you're interested in that, maybe you want to take a look at that. But yeah, that was the thing that we did the other day. If you look on my Twitter at monkeydude22, I retweeted it. Let me see if I can pull up the link real quick so you can take a look at it once the stream is over. Let's see. Pulling it up off my Twitter right now. Page is taking forever to load. Let's see here. Alright, got it, and it's going to go right in the chat right now. I believe his channel is called Game Show Gamer. I believe that's what it is. I forget. He's changed it around once or twice. But, oh, it's Overtime Gaming. Oh, gosh. That just played loud. Here is the channel link as well. So that's the episode and the channel link. And that's the set that he built that's over in 44, which I can fly over there in a little bit and kind of give you guys a little look-see of what's going on. Right over here on the outside of the build that I did, there's a little bit of a riverbank. And over here is the build that Mr. Noon 338 has been doing. This is Soundstage 44. So if you've seen my latest Day 3 recap, I kind of did a little bit of a tour of it, and I'll just kind of give you a quick look right here. This is the set that he's been building. I believe Wolfdog, who I think is... I'm not sure if he's in the chat. I know he was on the Realm. I don't know if he's in the chat, though. But he did a little bit of help with this particular build right here. Slushy Wolf, yes, you can actually join it right now. The Realm link is in the description. I'll post the link here because I have it handy. But you can join it right now. But here is the stage that Mr. Noon 338's got going on. Is the obstacle course right behind here, which you'll see from the previous video that I linked. He's got a couple of toss-up challenges and physical challenges over here as well. Gatekeeper, who, if you've seen my Minecraft Guts episodes, he was on the pilot episode and episode 3. He also did a little bit of work with the physical challenges as well. So you can check out all that stuff there. And I'm going to head on back over to the Double Dare set in Soundstage 19. And I'm going to go ahead and build these side doors. And once these side doors are done, that's when I'm going to be able to kind of finish off the audience places. And I will be able to kind of do some work on the obstacles. The main focus for this stream was to kind of get this set started and start working on maybe like the main part here, the question and answers, which I did, and the basic layout for everything. I probably won't start on the obstacles right away on this particular stream. I don't think I'll have enough time, but I definitely will be doing the continuation on continuing live streams. So yeah, make sure to subscribe, and you'll be notified as soon as I go live. And this was an impromptu stream. This wasn't something I had scheduled. I just was like, well, you know, I got a little bit of time and thought we'd do some stuff here. So, Fandom Geek, hello. I've just joined and I'm a bit of a fan of Double Dare and Minecraft. Awesome. Well, you've come to the right place because this is a definite mix of the two at the moment. I don't know if you've ever seen any of my other videos that I've done, but this is my Nickelodeon Studios build. This is my 2.0 build. I built one previously, but this is the basics. And it's kind of what I started working on right now. At the start of the stream, which was about an hour ago, there was nothing in here. I basically just started the set construction here. One thing that I'll tell you is that on all of the shows that I produce out of Minecraft, they're actually playable. So people will actually be able to come in and they'll actually be able to take part in the shows. And then later I edit them and I upload them to YouTube. So if you've seen my Minecraft Guts episodes, you'll have a little bit of an idea of what to expect. But yeah, that's what we got going on here. If you have any questions, let me know. I'm an open book, happy to answer any questions that you may have. And yeah, so if you're new to the channel, new to Minecraft, Double Dare, what have you, more than happy to answer any questions that you may have. Appreciate the sub. Hope you like what you see. There's quite a bit of content on the channel. And yeah, lots of different Minecraft stuffs. It's probably one of the more unique things that I've done in Minecraft for sure, is the Nick Studios build. You have to go back and look at some of the stuff that I did with like Minecraft Guts. That is by far the most interesting thing that I've done. Yep, Slushy Wolf made it. I see Slushy Wolf on the Realm. That's the other thing too, Fandom Geek. You can absolutely join the Realm if you are on the Minecraft Bedrock Edition. Windows 10 Pocket Edition. Nintendo Switch has Realms, but it is not enabled yet. So while you can eventually get into Realms on a Switch, it's just not out there yet. Oh yeah, Scratch is definitely going to be up here to do some Double Dare. Absolutely. Can I join on Minecraft 360 if I can get it? Unfortunately, Minecraft on Xbox 360 does not support Realms, and the reason being is that the Minecraft on Xbox 360 is the Java edition. In order to be able to use the Realms, it has to be like a C++ version, which is what the Bedrock edition is. So unfortunately, the Xbox 360 version won't be able to. That said, if you have a Pocket edition, like a mobile, like Android or iOS, you can absolutely join in on it. So Phantom Geek, you may be also happy to know that I do support videos on my channel, Xbox support videos and tutorials and things like that. I actually do have a tutorial of how to join a realm on Minecraft. So that's absolutely on the channel. If you look for my playlists, it's under the Minecraft playlists. I think it's Minecraft support and tutorial videos. But absolutely, it's right there. And it'll show you step by step everything you need to do. What's going on, Sean? Welcome. Adding Jaws the Ride to the Nick Studios map. I loved that ride so much. I was so upset when they tore it out. I mean, I can understand that, like, you know, Harry Potter's a more popular thing, but oh man, I so miss the Jaws ride. That one was one of my favorites. The day that they tear out the E.T. ride is the day that I'll be really, really upset. Probably Jaws is probably my favorite. Actually, no, Confrontation is by far my favorite. But yeah, the Jaws ride was pretty close second there. Yeah, I do a lot of different content, Phantom Geek, and I'm happy that you stopped by as well. Sounds like I potentially could have a lot of stuff that you might be interested in checking out. Streaming isn't something that I've done a lot recently. I really only started to get into doing it a lot more in recent days, and I've been doing a lot more streaming lately, so you'll definitely see me doing a lot more streams. Originally, when I first started YouTube stuff, I was doing Let's Plays, and I really found that the audience interaction is where the the best stuff comes from. It's just the audience interaction. So that's why I started doing more live streams of the single player games that I play, and definitely been a lot happier doing the live streams. My map is now Universal Studios in 1990. That's awesome. It's a big undertaking to do that kind of stuff. So I give you much props. Do you have any other forms of Minecraft other than the version you currently play? When I started in the Xbox 360 version. This particular build was started on the new Xbox One Bedrock version, but the Nickelodeon Studios 1.0 build actually started on Xbox 360. The Minecraft Xbox One version did not exist yet when I started building it. So that one's actually been converted from Xbox 360 to Xbox One. So yeah, little factoid there. Yeah, they can't take away E.T. if they do the... Well, actually, Jurassic Park is actually technically going away, but it's not really going away technically because basically they're retheming it to Jurassic World. At least in the Hollywood version. I don't know if they're going to do the same thing with the Orlando version. Probably. But that'd be the only thing that they'd ever do with it. I would be shocked if they would take away the E.T. one. Yeah, Swift, the first time I did the Jaws ride when I was probably 8, 9, something like that. I was totally scared of that one too. How did you get into making Nick buildings? So, you know, I've always been a fan of Nickelodeon. I've always been, you know, a big proponent of like reliving childhood and stuff like that. A long time ago, there was an instance where I was actually going to appear on an episode of Nickelodeon Guts when I was younger. I met the criteria, which is you had to be between 8 years old and 11 years old. You had to weigh between 95 pounds and 115 pounds. And you had to be able to be on a standby for 3 months in Orlando. You either had to live in Orlando or you had to have connections to Orlando to basically be there so you could be on an episode at like a moment's notice. I didn't live in Florida, but I had relatives that lived in Florida. So that's how I made that criteria. I grew up in St. Louis. But basically, I was going to be on an episode of Guts. And right when they started to do the rest of the episodes where I was, I guess, originally appeared to be scheduled on, I don't know the whole the whole story about it. But basically, they canceled it. And they ended up doing Global Guts. So one of the episodes that I was slated to appear on was basically canceled. And basically I was, wasn't able to make it and, missed out on an opportunity to be on the show. So why is this off? This is off for some reason and I don't know why. How long do I usually stream for? Usually 2 hours. I've gone longer, but usually it's around 2 hours. I started about an hour and a half ago, so about another half an hour probably. But yeah, the reason that I wanted to do this whole build is, one, I love Minecraft. I love the creative aspects about it. I wanted to do something unique, and I wanted to relive something that I couldn't do. So since I never got to be on Guts, I decided that I was going to recreate Nickelodeon Studios and recreate Nickelodeon Guts. So basically that's what I set out to do. And that's basically what eventually happened. And yeah, so that's kind of been the inspiration for it. And yeah. Alright, I figured out what I did wrong here. I gotta redo this whole thing. This has got to go over here. Alright. It's like that was a block off and I didn't know why. Didn't know why. I think it was about 12. Did all the adventure parks, etc. when we were there? Yeah. So the first time I went would have been 1991, 92, I think. I don't quite remember the year. But yeah, it was somewhere in the early 90s. And then I went back in the mid-90s. And then the last time I went was 2000. Basically, whenever I... it was when I was a little bit older and was able to kind of go on my own. Is my content family friendly? Is it inappropriate in any way? No. I wouldn't say that my content is inappropriate in any way. I don't swear in any of my videos. I don't have... Usually I don't do any M-rated games, and if I do, I make sure that content filters are on. I don't see necessarily the point in doing a lot of the inappropriate contents as some people do. Yeah, so I would say that my my content, it would be family friendly. I could say that with 100% confidence. How do I record on Xbox? So I'm using an Elgato capture card. It's an Elgato HD 60, which allows for 1080p, 60 frames a second. I also have a 4K capture card, but I only use that for when I'm capturing 4K content because the resources on a computer are insane. So I am doing this using my Elgato HD 60, and I have it going into a program called XSplit. And XSplit is one of the various different streaming platforms you can use. There's also OBS, or Open Broadcasting System. That's another one that people use. And basically, it's going right that through YouTube, and you're able to see it on your end. Any kind of overlays and things like that are things that I've just added into the background, stuff like that. Thanks for the sub, Wafts. I saw that pop up on the screen there. Didn't get a chance to mention it, so I want to give you that shout out there. Slushy's watching from a distance. Where is Slushy Wolf? Where? Ah, over there on the touring platform, I see. Yeah, so that's one of the cool things about the platform, the touring system, is you can kind of see down into the actual soundstage and see what's going on. So all sorts of cool stuff. Check out my Double Dare banners. Where are your... Oh! Nice. Yeah, that's exactly what I wanted to do, was something like that. You could actually, if you wanted to put those right on the podium, by all means. But I think the problem is once you break them, they go away. Or at least in creative, they go away. But yeah, that would look absolutely perfect. Yeah, if you put them right up there. Yeah, I think that looks right. That looks pretty spot on. I like it. I like it a lot. All right. How do you download those recording apps? So like XSplit and things like that? With XSplit, I believe it's just xsplit.com. Where's my mouse? Come back here, mouse. There you are. XSplit. Yeah, so XSplit is just xsplit.com. I'll put a link in the description there. What is the realm link in your description? That is for the actual realm that we're on right now. So this is the actual place that we are at right now. If you go to the realm link, if you join it, you'll be right into the world. You can walk around. I will say this, anybody that joins the realm comes in with visitors' permissions. So you won't be able to break any blocks or anything like that. But you can come around, tour it. And the reason that I put that as a visitor setting is because there was an issue with griefers in the past. Actually, one of the griefers actually put the video up on YouTube, which was kind of interesting. I saw that one time, and I was like, wow, that's kind of... I've never been griefed before, and I actually got to see it happen. So, interesting. But that is the reason behind everybody being a visitor when they join. But, yeah, you're free to come in, tour around, take a look. You can fly around, all that good stuff. So, yeah, definitely check it out. How much longer for the stream? I'm going to be going for about another half hour, and then we'll probably call it, Jordan. So that's what I got going on right now. Sean, you're really into the Jaws ride right now. What is the resurgence of the Jaws ride? What made you get back into that again? Yes, all my streams are uploaded, Phantom Geek. They go public. Usually it's about an hour or two after the stream ends because YouTube has to finish encoding it, processing it, and all that good stuff. And once it's finished processing, then I can post it. So this one will I'll probably be asleep by the time this finishes processing, so it'll probably go up tomorrow. So yeah, if you want to take a look at the replay later, you can absolutely do that. And yeah, that's some good stuff there. All right, so I think I'm pretty well set with this part right here. The only stuff that really needs left to be worked on is redstone. And I'm not the biggest and best redstone builder. So I'm going to save this for Northern Zoot if he wants to come in and work on this again. He did it on my 1.0 build. But this is definitely something that he's a little bit more proficient than I am. I need to work on my redstone artistry. But yeah, so we got this going on here. I'm trying to think if there's anything else that I need to add to the main stage. Is there anything else that you guys can think of in the chat that I should probably add to this? I'm looking up some reference work right now as well to see if there's anything that I might have missed or something that I could probably add. A Knott's Berry Farm realm. You know, I've never been to Knott's Berry Farm. I've heard it's pretty fun, though. You know, one place I want to go is Cedar Point. Cedar Point in Ohio. That's another place I want to head to check out. Let's see here. Let's see. Double Dare. Double Dare set. I'm looking for any kind of reference photos or anything like that to see if there's any more details that I can add. I'm a big fan of details, and I'm a big fan of making things not blocky. So I try to make things as you know, detailed and stuff as I can. Let's see here. And this set is modeled after the 90s build. It's not modeled after the 2000 reboot. Just out of clarification there. Let's see. Yeah, because in 2000, Double Dare 2000, they had like a little ring that was above this circle right here that was kind of hovering above it with flashing lights. I could potentially try to do that. It didn't exist in the 90s version, but I mean, that could be a thing that could add. Could you potentially add a ceiling and enhance the lighting near the podiums? Absolutely. Absolutely. I always try to build the set first, and then I build the roof and the lighting system. The reason being is because it's so much easier to see what you're doing when you have the natural sunlight coming in. So that's why I always do that last. But that's definitely a thing that'll happen. If you end up looking at my Nick Studios 1.0 build, you'll be able to take a look and see how I did the lighting and things like that. All right. I think these need to go across. This needs to be something that I do over here. Wafts, we could probably work something out with redstone if you're pretty proficient in it. I'll probably save that for a later point as soon as I'm ready for it, though. If you're interested, I can definitely let you know when I'm going to start doing that, and we can definitely try to do something. Swift, would love to go back there with my daughter, but way expensive to get there from the other side of the world. Where do you live? Where do you live in the world? Have you seen It's Magic, Charlie Brown? I don't think so. Can you remind me what it's about? Oop, this is not going to match up. I'm going to have to redo this. This is always the problem when you do checkerboarding. Something doesn't end up right. Especially if you go from the outside in and vice versa. Do you play Minecraft Java Edition? Yeah, I have played it. I haven't played it recently since the Bedrock update came out. And reason being is because this is obviously where the realm is. So that's why I've been spending more time here. In the past, I have played a lot of Java Edition, though. Pink and yellow. So actually, it's technically red. I know what you're talking about, Sean. It definitely does give a pink hue. What really matters is how it looks on my camera whenever I do filming, and whenever I get the ceiling done, it actually will turn into a deeper color red. So with the bright sunlight, it absolutely looks pink, but once the ceiling and the actual lighting comes into play, it'll look a lot more red. New Zealand. Always wanted to go to New Zealand. I've heard that the tours of like the Hobbit holes in Hobbiton is something really cool to see. Have you ever been there? Have you ever done that? That's something that I really wanted to do at some point. All right. Okay, so we've got this now. I almost wonder if I gave too much space back here, considering I can move it back a little more, but I don't really want to adjust the roadway back here once this is all said and done. Should make actual scores with banners. That is something that I've considered doing. Typically when I do scores and stuff like that, I've done it in post-production, and I have an idea of how to do it in post that I'm going to try first, because I want to be able to superimpose it into the world. So I'm going to try it first and see how that goes in like a pilot episode, and once I've done that and confirmed if it works or doesn't work, then I'll probably do a banner setting. You know what I really wish that they could do, though? I wish you could do angled banners like this. I don't think you can hang a banner in between these two blocks. At least I've tried, and it didn't really work. I haven't done it recently. Let's try it and see what it looks like. Yeah. The only way it would work is if the area was flat. So I'm kind of going to try a couple of different things and see how it goes. How did you get the theme song for Minecraft Guts? So the Minecraft Guts theme song is just the Nickelodeon Guts theme song. It was something that was posted, I can't remember if it was SoundCloud, Bandcamp, or it might have been just YouTube. It was just a clip of audio that I grabbed, and I just used that. The later in Minecraft Guts, the third episode, when you go to the aggro crag, there's a different kind of theme, and later in the award ceremonies, there's a different kind of theme too. Those are the Nickelodeon Guts soundtrack from the Super Nintendo version. So that is something that's a little bit different than anybody else has really done for that. With the new ones that I'm planning to do, I've got a friend of mine who is a recording artist and does musical scores for video games. So I'm actually commissioning him to do an original soundtrack for me. So that way I can actually have something for all the different things that I'll need. And I'm trying to get him to do a Double Dare one as well, just like a cover. But that's kind of what I've got going on right now in terms of what the new one is going to be. Only an hour or so away from you. That's really cool. I'd love to check that out at some point. I think it'd be really cool to see where they filmed the Hobbit and Lord of the Rings and all that stuff. That'd be really cool to see. It's magic. Charlie Brown Snoopy finds a book about magic and turns Charlie Brown invisible. Is that on YouTube, Amazon Prime, something like that? It'd be interesting to check that out at some point. Okay, so the next thing that I need to do here... Alright, okay, so there's an interesting thing. I don't know how well this would work in Minecraft, but there's a crisscrossing pattern on the floor of the stage. I don't think that necessarily would look that well in Minecraft, but it's something that it could be a thing. I might try to do that later. But let's see now if we can try to do like a bench or something like that for the audience to sit on. And this is I'm probably going to redo this multiple times because these are always interesting to try to do. It's on YouTube. Okay. I'll have to take a look and check it out. See if I can't find something. Alright, so here's kind of... I'm going to put this graphic up real quick and I'm going to shrink it back down. This is kind of how... This is Double Dare 2000, by the way. So this isn't the 90s, but it's how it was set up. So you basically have two stands on the sides and then one in the back. So this is going to be what I'm going to try to shoot for in terms of the layout for this. Oh no, a monkey dude. Oh no, a seaweed. A seaweed otter has joined the stream. And Wolf Dog is back. Welcome back, Wolf Dog. Which you can't see him in the chat. He's in the actual realm itself. So I don't know if he's actually checking the chat or not, but that's what's going on here. So yeah, no, I'm the yeah, you made it 20% cooler now with all the sushi for otters. Yeah, I'm not a fan of the styling per se of the of Double Dare 2000, but this is just a good reference photo to use for the actual audience stands and the layout. So that's what I'm going for with this one here. And let's see, actually probably should wall this up maybe. So there's going to be a wall of all black. Actually, it's probably going to be a wall of all gray around the sides. And that's going to give it the better effect. Robotic Girl, I'm now a YouTuber now because of you. That's awesome. That's awesome. It's awesome to see more YouTubers, more people showing their creative talents and stuff like that. Absolutely love it. What kind of stuff are you going to be doing on your channel? Phantom Geeks, I'll be back for the replay. You'll see me in the comments. I wish I could stay longer, but I'm a bit busy. You're very entertaining and have a very clear voice. Well, I appreciate the compliments and can't wait to see the comments. And make sure you check out the rest of the stuff on the channel. Like I said, I do all those tutorial kinds of stuff, and you'll probably really dig the Minecraft Guts stuff I did. I will say this, start with the third episode of Minecraft Guts, because that's the one I think is the best polished and the most finished of all of the episodes I've done. So, most proud of that one. Gaming videos. What kind of gaming videos? Do you have a favorite game that you're going to play? Favorite game that you're going to stream? He does have a good voice. It makes up for his face. Aw, you're too kind. You're too kind. Alright, so let's see here. We're going to do... Probably should make some kind of barrier so that way I know what's going on here. But let's just go... Let's start right here. Alright, so the first thing I'm going to do... And there's no real good clear pictures of any of these stands, so... This is going to be kind of a trial and error type of build. So let's do right here. Let's start right here. So I'm going to make a stair-stepping pattern up, and then I'm going to do kind of the alternating checkerboard for kind of the front part. And I also need to make sure I have enough room for the obstacles. And so this should be enough room. So this should be good. All right, so we're going to do... Alright, let's go right there. Should be good. Doesn't need to be too crazy big. And then there's also going to be one here. Alright, so we're going to do that. And put... Forgot if I asked this, but what kind of mods to have for extra blocks? Or what kind of mods do you have, I mean? So this is this is like vanilla Bedrock edition. So there's no mods per se. There's definitely different kinds of skin packs, theme packs, and stuff that you can do, and there is different kind of mods, but they're usually like server specific. So there's nothing that I've got going on right now with this particular build. Minecraft or Roblox? Awesome, 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 awesome. What kind of Minecraft stuff do you like to make? Do you like to make kind of like recreations like I'm doing? Do you like to do original builds? Do you have like a realm? What kind of stuff do you like to do? Ah, Kiba has joined the realm. I don't think you can really see it because it's behind the this little ticker box that I'm moving right now. But Kiba has joined the realm, so I'm sure he's going to take a look and see what's going on. Let's do... Alright, so there's going to be kind of a place here. Let's see. This is all really going to be... I'm going to move this graphic up a little bit so I can see. Is 10 still the realm's limit? I believe it's U plus 10, so technically I think it's 11. Seaweed, how would I go about joining the realm? Can I do it on my computer? Yes, if you have the Windows 10 version, which is the Bedrock edition, you can join on the computer. You might have it on Xbox. I know you had the disc version, so you might have gotten a code for the Better Together version, to which you can redeem as well. And I believe you can... get it from that. Greninja plays 123. Hello, welcome to the stream, where I am currently in the process of working on my Double Dare set for Minecraft. That is currently what I'm doing right now. And right now what I'm doing is I'm working on a stands for the audience as they would come to do some different Minecrafty stuff. I prefer to do it on the computer. What would I do? You probably, if you don't own the game, you will have to buy a version on Windows 10. You will have to buy a separate version because you have to buy it separately on each platform you play it on. So what you would need to do is you would need to go into the Windows Store on Windows 10, and then you would search for Minecraft, and you should find the Minecraft there, and you will be able to download it. Once you download it, then you can actually join the realm using the realm link. Which, if you're interested, you have Minecraft on it. Do you have the Java edition or the Windows 10 version? You probably have the Java edition. If you have the Java edition, you should actually get a free code for the Bedrock edition as well. See, this is where it gets really, really, really complicated, because they actually were giving away free copies if you own the Java edition of the game. So it gets really confusing when you start talking about like Bedrock edition, Java edition, Switch edition, all that stuff. So if you have the Java edition, Seaweed, what you need to do is you need to log into your account at mojang.com. And once you log into your account, you should be able to locate where the download code is for the Windows 10 edition. And this needs to stop here. Okay. Let's go ahead. I'm trying to think of how to make this differentiate a little bit more. Actually, this is probably as tall as I need to go with it. So let's do... Let's see. Let's do this. This will probably work pretty well. I'm actually not that dissatisfied with this build right now for these stands. Usually I'm not the greatest with building these kinds of things, but I'm actually not that dissatisfied with this. There is an FAQ, although TST could probably help you out. I'll try to answer questions as well as I'm doing this. I'm dual wielding. Yeah, this is actually not too terrible. I think I want to do... I really wish I could do blue stairs. That'd be fantastic. What time is it? We got about 10 minutes left. 10 minutes left on this stream here. Seaweed, one thing that you need to make sure when you redeem that code, you need to make sure that you are signed into Windows 10 using the account that your Xbox Live account uses. So if you're using the Timber account, you need to make sure that that is the Microsoft account, email address, and password that you're using to sign on to Windows 10 before you redeem the code. If you redeem it to a different one, then you're going to have problems playing it. I mean, it's also, you really want to redeem it to the one that you're going to be using to play on it most often. But that's one of the things that I just want to emphasize, because it's a little bit interesting how it works. Somebody's invisible over here. There's a ghost over here, and I don't know who it is. There's no name. No name. Alright. Alright, so this isn't too bad of a stand right here. I mean, it's something. It's not maybe not the best thing in the world, but I mean, it is something. So, all right, I'm gonna start building this other one. Probably as soon as I'm finished this last one, it's probably when I'll kill the stream for the day. All right, so we're gonna go right here. And all the way over here. And I'm basically just going to recreate the same thing that I did. So we're going to go yellow, red, yellow, red, yellow, red, yellow, red, yellow, red. Back and forth. Back and forth. Yeah, just make sure that you you know what email address and password that you're using in order to play, so that way you know which one to sign in and use for in the future. So just make sure you note that, and you'll be all right. It's a one-time use code, in other words, so that's why it's important to remember which one that you're using it for. All right. It's nice to see everybody popping into the realm, too. It's awesome to see the people kind of showing up in the realm and actually watching me do it in real time. It's kind of cool. It's awesome. All right, let's go ahead and go like that. And we'll go ahead and finish this off. Let's see how far back I went with this one. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Right. And we'll go back. Right, and here. And let's see, we did stairs. Okay, so 3 stairs. Oh, did I do it's 2 space or 1 space? I think I did 1 space. Yep, 1 space. Need to fix that. Welcome back, Toru. Alright. Going across with this. Actually, that's fine. I can leave that there. Not a big deal. And now we're going to do another set. Alright, how high did I go with this one? It's 3 high. Okay, so this is 3 high. And we're going to do the blue. Yep. Finish it off, and then we'll do it. Finish the backing. Alright. Got the blue. Same thing. Checkerboard. Alright. I don't think it downloaded, but I saw the code. If you go into the Windows Store, it should tell you if you own the game or not. That's like the best way you can determine if you actually did actually redeem the code properly, so you might want to check that. Alright. So the only thing left to do is to do the stands on the back side here. And I got a little bit of time, so I think I can knock this one out. So let's go ahead and do that. I'm going to try to find the center. I'm going to try to find the center of the podium, so it's probably going to be right here. So let's go... We'll find... Okay, so this is going to be, let's do stairs here. And this is right lined up with that. So right here is going to be stairs. Nope, will not forget about the private message. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, I don't know if I'm going to be able to get this far back. 4, 5, 6. Ooh, that's going to be right on the back. We need to push this up. Alright, let's go here. Alright, and here. And we'll go across. 3 up. And okay, that should work. Got this almost down to a science at this point. so now we're going to do the alternating patterns. Alright, good there. Okay. Oop, goofed up there. Yeah, you'd think they'd make it much easier, but, you know. If you're lucky to get a free code. I'm surprised they even gave free codes. Especially because it's a Java edition, and they're still developing the Java edition, or at least Mojang is. Alright. Cross. 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 Alright, we're going to go up one more. Alright. Need to go... Alright, blues across. And alternates. And this is yellow, starting yellow. It's a lot accomplished on this 2-hour stream here. I'm quite happy and satisfied with that. It's a good base. The next stream I can start actually working on obstacles. And, you know, this one is an impromptu. The next legit scheduled stream is going to be Saturday at noon, same time as I've previously been doing it. Well, actually, previously I've been doing it on Sundays, but Saturdays seem to work better for people. So I'm going to do Saturdays, and Saturday at noon, I'll be continuing on with more building of the actual studio. In terms of, like, the actual interior. I already bought the Java edition, so I still supported them. Yep. Yeah, I got the alpha version when it was like $10. Yeah, so the next stream that I do this weekend will be continuation of the tour, the inside, the game lab, all that stuff. And I'll probably do another stream. I don't know exactly when, where I continue the build of the Double Dare set, but yeah, I think we got a good start. Good start for right now. Just gonna finish walling this up, and it'll be gold. And it just turned 9 o'clock as well, so not too bad for timing. I thought it would take about 2 hours to do this. I didn't think I'd end right at 2, but good stuff, good stuff. So yeah, if you want to be notified when the next stream goes live, make sure you follow me on Twitter. I did announce this one on Twitter pretty much right before I started. Usually I'll schedule out events on YouTube, so if you're subscribed, you'll see it in your subscription feed. But sometimes I do these impromptu things, so that's why it's good to follow me on Twitter as well, if you want to keep up to date with that. And the replay of this stream will go up probably tomorrow as soon as it's done processing on YouTube. But yeah, I think that's a good stopping point right there. So I do not have an Instagram. I should probably set one up at some point, but I do not have an Instagram right now anyway. I got to figure out what I would actually post on Instagram. Maybe pictures and stuff like that, of course, because it's Instagram, but yeah, I need to think more about what I would actually post on there to make it worth it. Yeah, seaweed, I mean, you can always poke me. You know where to find me. And I can help you get it set up, and that way you can you know, pop in either on the weekend or whenever I do one of these other things. And then you'll have to be on a show at some point, too. Get you, like, on an episode of Double Dare or Guts or something. But, yep. I think that's going to about wrap it up. Thanks so much for tuning in, everybody. Toru Jordan, Seaweed, TST, Wafts, Robotic Girl, Fandom Geek, Lincoln Loud, Swift, Sushi Wolf, Sean was in here again. Sean's been here like on every single one of my streams, which is amazing and awesome. So I appreciate that so much. Slushy Wolf's in here, flying around. There's Toasty flying around as well. So many different names, so many different people popped up. Appreciate everybody showing up. So thanks so much, everybody, for watching. I will catch you around in the next stream, everybody. Have a good night.